Hi everyone,
Hi.
I'm Stav. I am social media manager here at Lightrix. This is our special guest for the second time in a row, Tal.
Hi. What's up, guys? Thank you for joining us today.
And Tal is actually the creative director of all of Lightrix. So he is the brains behind a lot of things besides Enlight and how it looks. And we are here today with a special sort of episode. Usually we go over the tutorial from the day before. You know, every Tuesday we have Tutorial Tuesday. But this time we're just going to dedicate this episode strictly to you, to answering your questions. So if you guys have questions while we're live, we're going to be answering them. For example, we have one from last week. We have it up here. We took a screenshot of it. And this one is from Leopardo. And
Hi, Leopardo.
Hi, Leopardo. I don't know if you're watching this week, but last week you wanted us to show you how you can create this look. And we're going to show you exactly how to do that. So, Tal, why don't you take it away?
Yeah.
And let's...
With pleasure. So, what we want to do here today is we want to take just a photo got shot outside with the daylight in it and transform it into a studio-like photo that the background is more dark. So let me go back into this portrait photo. What we want to do first is remove the background. So it's going to be pretty easy. I'm going to use image and then choose the adjust tool. Then I'm going to tap tools and then I'm going to basic.
Yeah.
I
agree.
You agree. Thank you. I'm going to choose the offset slider and reduce it all the way down. Then I'm going to have just like a black background. Then
And if you go the other way, just so you guys know, if you go the other way, you get all the way white.
White.
So if we ever tell you sometimes in the tutorials to start
we're
with
gonna
an
paint all this
all start with an all white background, this is how you start with it, and this is how you start with an all black background. But if you want to not use all of the black, you do this. You go to...
If what? I'm sorry?
If you don't want to do all of the black. Like
Yeah,
right
so
now,
what I was about to do is I just put the offset into -100. I'm going to mask. And then I'm going to clear all the masked. And then I'm just going to see the photo that I had before. And then I'm already on the apply tool. And then I'm going to just go through and
use
mask.
your finger to just color in
Yeah,
black.
just color in black. Very rough. You don't need to dive into details. We're going to dive a little bit into details later on in this tutorial. But I just want to have like the first look of the background and see how it gets all black.
In the meantime, a bunch of people are commenting, and if you haven't commented yet, you should comment, and you should like us, and you should share this with your friends. And we're reading them all right now. So, for example, Francesco is asking if Enlight is for Android, and Enlight is actually iOS only right now. It's available on iPhone and iPad, but it's not available yet on Android. So that is the answer to your question, Francesco.
Okay, so we're done with the first step. Now what we want to do is you see all the edges that are kind of rough and it doesn't seem exactly like we imagined. It's not seamless, yeah. So don't afraid. It looks really rough, but we're going to handle this really, really soon. We're going to flatten this, what we did until now. You see, I just flattened all my edit, and then I'm going to it's instead of tapping on the right,
check mark there?
the check mark, and then going back to adjust, I'm just flattened all my edits. Now I'm going back to tools.
So basically, flatten lets you stay within the same tool and apply a few edits at the same time. So instead of having to tap check mark and then go back into adjust, it's sort of more of a lengthier process. So instead, you can just tap flatten, which is in the bottom right corner there next to the compare button. You don't see it now. And then you can, that's what flatten is. So sometimes people ask us what that is, and that is the answer.
That is the flatten button.
Flatten answer.
Now, as I told you before, what we want to do is try to blend all the edges within the black. So I'm going back to basic. Now I'm going to reduce the brightness all the way down to minus 100. And then, excuse me, I'm going to choose exposure and then again reduce it to, let's say, minus 33. So we don't see anything in the picture, right? What we want to do here again is going back to mask and then clear everything. Now we're going to use our hand, like our finger, in order to just blend all the edges. Oh, I forgot to add something. Let's go back to tools and go to details. I want to go to highlights and again reduce it to minus 100. It will make all the bright parts of the photo getting really dark. I'm going to show you how it looks like. So again, it's kind of black. And then I'm going to set brush. This is kind of an advanced tutorial, so stay tuned. But in the end, it's worth it. It's gonna look amazing. I'm gonna increase the feather and reduce the edge. So when I use my brush, it doesn't exactly like...
It'll sort of feather off. It won't be like solid, or it will be solid because you raised it, the feather, right?
I increased the feather and reduced the edge.
So it'll be more of a blurred look. It'll blend more together. So that's basically step brush allows you to tweak like the impact that your finger will have. So if you're going to be using your finger is essentially your paintbrush. So here you're sort of defining what kind of paintbrush you're going to use.
And then lastly, I'm going to reduce the opacity. I think 50% is good. Now what we're going to do is going more gently and just blend all the edges. If you have any questions.
Yeah, so in the meantime, I'm going to try and read some of the questions here. They're not all coming through the way they should. We had a question earlier about not being able to understand the app totally, and some people are asking for like a full work through of the app. We don't have like a full overall tutorial, but what you can do is go to our YouTube channel, and there you can see all of our live sessions in a row. It's just youtube.com/enlight-app, or just search enlight-app. I'm sure you'll get to it. And there you can see all of our tutorials that we've done live, and also a few that we did just video tutorials. And you can go through them there. You can pause them as you wish, and that way you can sort of understand more what the app is about. And besides that, we also have tutorials every Tuesday, which we write down. But if you don't feel like reading and you just want to listen and follow along, you can check out our YouTube channel. So that's that.
Okay. This is actually one last step before I finish. So again, as I described, left to the compare button, we have the flatten. So I'm going to flat my edits again. So you can see here, I removed the background and the edges are a bit softer. And now lastly, what I'm going to do is, in order to make this photo look as if it was shot in a studio, I'm going to handle the contrast of the photo, and I'm going to make the dark parts of the photo more dark. And I'm going to do this again by going back to tools and then going to basic. And then I'm going to reduce the brightness. And I will increase the contrast. So you see from here, I'm making this look as if there's like a different lighting in the studio. Now what I'm going to do lastly is going to details and lower down the blacks. And again, I'm not going to use it all over the photo. I'm going to mask, I'm going to use clear, and then I'm going to make all the bright and again the edges a little bit more dark. Let's see if it works. So you see if I'm going...
So you're sort of just making the picture actually look like it belongs in that background.
Yeah.
Sort of as if it was taking in a studio with a black backdrop or something like that.
Yeah. Now I will go look at her neck. You see how it gets really, really dark. So I don't like it. I'm gonna just reduce it. I'm gonna apply on here. Mm-hmm.
If you guys have any questions or anything at all that you want to know about the app or you want to know about creativity, Tal is our creative director, so he can tell you a lot about, could probably talk your ear off about creativity. So be sure to ask them in the comments below and like us and share with your friends and give us happy faces and hearts and things like that.
Yeah, like us.
I'm reading them all right here. I have a computer and I'm looking at them as we speak. So I'm doing a million things at once. It's making me a little nervous.
I can barely do one thing. I can't breathe and do anything. So we reached to the point where I'm pretty satisfied with how the edges blends with the background and how the dark parts got a little bit more dark. And I'm gonna again flatten my edit. And lastly, what I'm gonna do is go to preset, and I'm just gonna use the first preset here, Stark. And you see how it just got everything blend into one piece. And I think that's finally it. Let's do compare.
Yeah, so
this is the before.
Is a picture. And this picture actually was we cropped it from the beginning. It was originally like a landscape. It wasn't portrait. And so...
And this is the before, and ready?
Very
This is
cool.
the after. Good. So
but I think there was another filter you also
wanted
to show us.
Okay, yeah. So since we're doing this dark atmosphere studio with a black background, I thought it might be cool to add a black and white preset. So I'll go to filters, choose black and white, and then within presets I'll go all the way down to the right and choose the last preset that I really like, Arnon, and look how it looks like. It's really, I think it's really appropriate to this photo.
Yeah. Very cool.
Voila.
Very nice.
Yes.
How
do you guys like it?
So cool. Do you guys like it? You should let us know if you like the look. And don't forget to send your comments. We have a comment right now from Pamela.
Hi, Pamela.
And Pamela is actually telling us that she is happy that we talked about how our videos are on YouTube because she uses it all the time. So
great.
Thank you for letting us know, Pamela. We love positive feedback. And also Lauren is saying that she loves Enlight. So thank you, Lauren. We love you too.
Thank you.
Hi, Lauren. Thank you for watching. And what else do we have? We have someone who's asking, actually, Amiz is saying, you guys really need to get something to make vector images of photos, like in Adobe Illustrator. So I think maybe he wants to know if that is something that's on the horizon, on the roadmap. Do you know anything about that, Tom?
Like taking a vector image to what?
Like using, being able to use vector images in Enlight.
I think it will...
It will get there?
Yeah, we'll get there soon.
Maybe
Again,
it's something
stay
we can't...
tuned.
Yeah, we can't just talk about just yet, but maybe there's news there. Not saying anything though. Clady is asking, hi Clady, if this is in the App Store. So yes, Enlight is in the App Store. It's available for iOS and iPad and iPhone. You download it once and you can get it on both.
Yes.
So check that out. What else? So we actually have a question from last week that we wanted to talk about. Someone asked us about Red Eye. And it was Oli.
Hi,
Koo
Oli.
asked us about Red Eye. And
how do you remove red eye with Enlight? Okay. So we're gonna dive into that.
So let's show how we can remove Red Eye with Enlight.
So Oli, I hope you're here with us. We found a photo with the red eye. For those of you who don't know, red eye happens with when people have bright eyes and they look straight into a flash of the camera, usually like a small camera or pocket cameras. And I'm sure you all get this when you have red eyes on the pupil. So I'm going to show you how to get rid of red eye.
So we don't have a red eye tool, but we have a sort of hack for doing it. It's actually really simple. So if you just go to image,
Whoop.
so image, and then we go to target. So target is also a tool that a lot of people ask about, and they're not really sure what it does, because it opens up. They see this.
Tool. It's amazing.
They see this red thing all of a sudden on their photo, and they think what the target tool does is turn things different colors, which isn't exactly what it does. It basically, it selects by color, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. So it's basically, right now, it's sort of on like a beige color. So it's selecting like the skin tone that's making it red, and then all the areas in between that sort of match that skin color. So it's perfect for selecting the red eye in an eye. So Tal's going to show us
Yeah,
how
so
you
for
do that.
example, I will just go with my target and aim to the lips and see only the lips became red, although lips are red, so it's hard to see. But now I can control only the reds that are inside the target. So let me go and zoom in a little bit, focusing on the eyes. I will take the target tool, and you see when I pointing the red the red pupil, it really grabs all the reds. There's another thing that nice in target is, do you see those arrows on the widget? They controlling the feather and the threshold of how much of the range of the color it grabs.
So like if it's really selecting the true red, or if it's selecting something red-ish,
Yeah.
or if it's,
This is how I expand my selection, but here I really want to stay within the reds. So I'm gonna do like this, and I can make the target smaller because I only want to choose the pupils. So now I finished with selecting the color. I will go to tune on the right, and what we have here, we want to reduce the exposure and desaturate the reds. So I'm gonna choose saturation, choose -100, and you see how the pupil is a little bit grayish. I want to make it more dark, and
it's still cool. Like that is
Yeah.
red, and that is
Yeah,
not red.
problem solved.
Basically, yeah.
completely. And I'll go to exposure, and I also reduce the exposure a little bit just to make the pupil more as you expect it to look like, and see how it looks. Just in less than a minute, you're good. So let me flatten this target and work on the other eye again. Whoop. Okay, we start with another one. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit, choose position again. I'm gonna focus on the pupil, make the target smaller, and reduce the feathers so I can really focus on the reds. Now I'm going to choose tune, and
I'm gonna say quick shout out to Juan. Thank you, Juan. He said that Enlight is the best app, so thank you.
Thank
and I'm
you.
putting your name up here because we're happy. And Ellen also, thank you for the nice tutorials. Love it. Thank you, Ellen. If you have any ideas about future tutorials you want to see, so let us know. You can write in the comments there.
yeah, please do. And Stavi, I think we're done.
Yeah, I think we pretty
great.
much showed them how to do it.
Okay, but let's like, if we're already in this photo, let's show how we can use target for other cause, like changing the color of the eye.
With Target, you can also like do cool stuff, not just like color correction.
Yeah. So again, I'm going to choose.
Maybe we'll zoom in.
Yeah. So I'm going to deselect position, zoom in, choose position again.
Hassan is saying you are the best, so
Thank you, Hassan.
he just removed his comment. So I can't like you, Hassan. Say it again so I can like you. Here you go.
Uh-huh.
No. Christian Pando says that he loves our app. We love Christian or Christian, maybe.
Christian.
Yeah.
So what I want to do now is, again, not changing the saturation, but I'm going to change the hue. So if you see I'm sliding, I'm really changing the color of the eye, and I'm going to make it a little bit green.
Make
But
it
what-
even greener.
Greener?
Yeah. How
I'm
far
gonna
can we go?
increase
Yeah,
the
let's
saturation. Let's get
exaggerate.
crazy.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
So she now has green eyes and and no red eye.
Yes. So, but what I want to do here, I want to remove the changes of the color, except for the eye. So I'm gonna wipe with mask.
Right, because we don't want to give her pink eyeliner because
Yeah.
that makes her look a little sickly.
So let's zoom out a little bit.
Simon's
and-
saying this is the best photo editing app. Thank you, Simon.
Thank you.
Thank you. And Aki sent us a heart, so thank you. Heart back. Should we give her
No, let's do
heart?
it together.
Ah, heart.
Heart.
Wait, go this way in front. Ah, here's the camera. Heart, Aki.
Heart.
Seth is saying aloha. Aloha, Seth. Seth, do you have any questions? We want to give you some photo editing tips, but no one's asking questions, so ask. What else do we
Anything
have
you
here?
wanted to ask? And
Anything you want to know, we're ready to tell you.
Let me finalize this. Okay, I'm gonna zoom a little bit and gonna change with hue, make the eyes a little bit more green and increase the saturation. And lastly, I'm gonna take care of the mask.
Merodad is saying he just gave us a really nice compliment, and we put it up here on the screen. You guys can see it. Thank you so much, Merodad. He said sometimes people don't believe in that he created certain pieces of art within light. So that's we get a lot that
That's
a lot.
what's so
People think
revolutionary about
that it's
the
actually
light.
all done on your iPhone. So thank you, Merodad. We appreciate the support.
You can share with us things that you do. It will be great.
Yeah,
We wanna
you can
see
definitely
stuff.
share this stuff
Show
right
us.
now. We don't mind featuring you live, by the way.
Yeah.
So Kyle, if you have any results you want to share with us, go for it. And thanks for the support. We have a hi from Costa
We have other
Rica
questions?
from Alexander. Sorry, I'm getting carried away with all the user love. Thank you.
you.
Okay, we have a question about blending. Where did it go? So it's someone named B, and she's saying that she has a question when she blends.
Okay.
So let's take a photo that we might want to blend, like maybe one of those demo photos that everyone has, like
Alright.
the girl in the hat.
Yeah, the girl in the
They're
hat.
on the hat. So let's say we have the girl in the hat, and B is
Hello.
asking. Sometimes she she wants to add another photo onto it. So let's add another photo onto it.
We'll choose mixer.
Yeah, we'll go to Tools Mixer because that's how you combine photos. And then say she wants to add like trees to it or something like that.
You want to choose some trees?
Maybe just
This
a demo photo.
Okay.
Yeah. So here she'll go and then she'll select a blending mode that she thinks is cool. So she'll go to Tools tab and then Blending. And then she'll pick like her favorite blending mode, or she'll try a few to see which one looks the best. And then she wants to say rearrange
go
the
from here.
composition. And so she'll try and like tap the photo and then
To-
she can't. And then all she sees the number going, you see under hard light, it's going from 40 to 30 to 100 because that's how you adjust the intensity. So she wants to know how she can go back and then like resize the photo. So how would you do it, Tal?
So it's like a really
Simple.
simple trick. You're either gonna swipe up the screen, or you can tap Tools in order to go back, and then you can control the layer you've been adding. So you can just tap and whoop, and move it. What you just needed to do is go back from blending modes, and now you can scale it up, down, rotate, and
And then you
reposition
can
in the
also
photo.
you can do also like say if you want it just on her body, you can also now just go to erase and then erase it from anywhere else.
Yeah.
And you'll have it like right. Okay, this is a very fast example, but that's how you would do that.
You're so talented,
that is-
Stavi.
Thank you.
You wanna join the creative team?
I've been waiting for my invite forever.
You're invited.
Get me out of marketing. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Okay, we have a question from Taylor who's asking if it can soften wrinkles. So Taylor, let's put your question up there. How
Hi,
can it
Tyler.
soften wrinkles? So actually, the picture we just had with the red eye sort of had wrinkles. So
Yeah.
we can
You
try
wanna go back
and
there?
yeah.
Let's save this.
Go all
Let's
the
go
way back
all the
to
way.
the beginning, and then I mean, I don't know if you'd curl these
But like skin
kind of
problems
wrinkles.
and things you want to
Right.
hide within your skin. So actually, we're in the right category, and inside of tools, you'll go to heal, and inside heal, you're gonna choose mode, and
Here you have two options. You have heal, which basically sort of takes the surrounding colors and sort of blurs together, but it's great for really small things. So if you have small blemishes or really small wrinkles,
Wrinkles.
you can use a combination of that.
here, this is a good example where you can we can get rid of this.
Right. So we could, and then there's also patch, which patch actually sort of copies and pastes from one area to another. So patch is a great way. You just, you do it like that. You can see, oh, this is heal. You moved on
This
to
is heal. Yeah.
Okay, so if that's like pretty much got rid of her wrinkle right there. And then you can also do it with patch. So if we'll go back and all the way.
Yeah.
All the way. And we'll go to patch. And then we're going to copy from one end to another. One side to another.
And I'm gonna pick. This is where I'm gonna fix the wrinkle, but I'm gonna grab a skin tissue from other place. Up. Never mind. Did it answer your question?
Okay, so I think that's basically how you do it. Right?
Yeah, before.
Yeah. Sounds good. So that is, someone's asking, Alexander is asking, could it be possible to clone some parts of the picture with the app? So,
I'm sorry, what was the question again?
if
Can
you
read
can
it?
clone some parts of the picture with the app. So, I
You
mean,
wanna show?
yeah, so basically you can do that with heal. All you need to do is you go into mode, you go into patch, and this is how you clone. Say you wanted to give her an eye on her cheek.
A third eye.
A third eye, we'll do like this. And then you'll just go to mask, you'll go to wipe. Maybe we'll zoom in a little. And this is how you sort of clone. This is obviously, we don't have like the proper photo to really show you, but that's
Oh, we
basically.
can show you the birds.
Oh, we actually do have. Just kidding, we have.
Just kidding.
Just kidding.
So let's say I want to duplicate the birds within the sky. So I'll go to mode. I'll use patch. And again, I use the target. It's my bird. I'm going to make the target a little bit bigger so I can grab the whole bird. And then I can literally move the new bird, wherever I want. Another cool trick is that I can rotate
Right.
the outcome, so it won't look exactly as the clone. It will look a little bit different. So I can rotate it.
Yeah, you could basically create a whole flock of birds if you wanted to.
Yeah, and I can change the fuse, or I can even flip it, like this bird's going against the stream. But let's keep it as a band of birds. I'm gonna flatten, and you see, just like within a second, I duplicated the bird.
Very cool.
And I can also use the heal tool in order to remove one of the birds. I will go and select this photo, and you see, like in a second, I just deleted the bird. Let's go. Guys, thank you for joining us. Please, if you have any questions, you're more than welcome to like us and send us some stuff that you are doing within Enlight.
Yeah, we actually have from, who do we want to feature? Nofar is saying great job.
Thank you.
Thank you, Nofar. And we have Ola from Mexico saying that, no,
Hi,
not
Mexico.
Ola from Mexico. It said Lopito saying Ola from Mexico and saying
Hi.
that we make the app very easy. So if you guys have any more questions, Katie is saying she's very much a beginner and now she's learning so much. So you're welcome, Katie. We are so happy. Courtney is saying that she loves the tutorials. And what else can we show you guys? I feel like we want to give you some more.
Oh, we wanted to show them.
We wanted to show you about how to blur. Someone asked last week how you can blur or like creatively blur. So let's show you how you can blur. So blur is actually something professionally called tilt shift, right? It's What does it come from? Cameras back in the day, tilting and shifting, something like that. There's some sort of thing like that. So our tool is called tilt shift. It's in tools.
But let's choose another photo.
Right.
Let's choose
first
my photo.
Yeah, of course.
This is me.
That is
Hi,
you.
double me. And since I took this photo with iPhone 6, I don't even have a portrait mode. So I just want to make the background look a little bit more blurred to give it a real sense of depth. I will again go to tools and going to use tilt shift. Now it's pretty easy tool. I will just target the widget in front of my face, and I can make it a little bit smaller and increase the intensity so it will really look blurred. But as you can see, it doesn't really make sense because the rest of my body is blurred, but I want to give it a real sense of depth. What I'll do now is make the widget a little bit smaller, and then I'm going to use mask in order to erase the parts that I don't want them to be blurred. I will zoom a little bit and try and then gently erase the parts that I want to bring back, that I want to look sharp. But there's like I'm gonna feather the brush a little bit and lower the opacity. Let's see if there you go. I can really get the edges of the photo, and it really looks wow.
Okay, we have a new question, so let me know when you're ready.
Okay.
And in the meantime, Angel is saying, hope you guys upload this video to your YouTube channel. I learn a lot. Love you. I'm kind of a beginner, but I'm getting better. Thank you.
Good.
So we're definitely going to upload this. Probably take me until at least tomorrow. But we're definitely going to upload this to YouTube. And you can also watch it again on Facebook if you want to. And Pamela is saying, wondered how to blur on here. So Pamela, I'm glad you know now. And we had another question about text. Hold on, I'm looking
I love
for
text.
it.
Love the
so you
part
could,
of it.
yeah. So maybe you can go to a photo.
What was the question about text?
We'll start with a background photo, and she wants to add text, and she's saying that, where was it? That when you add text, it all comes out in one long line. And how do you make it so that it's not? So I don't know where that answer is. Let's see. I see. Okay, Simon was saying it. When adding a long text to a photo, all the text shows in one long line. Is there any solution? So there is a solution. Maybe we'll add text to your photo.
Yeah. On the back.
Great. Sorry.
I'm just going to finish this. Yeah. Let's do it a little bit more
Simon, you're going to have to wait a second.
I'm working on my beard, man.
Yeah. In the meantime, Jory wants to be on top because he wrote top, so I'll give him a like. Why not? What else do we have here? Gary is saying, amazing app. We love it. Thank you, Gary. We love you
Study,
too.
what
If you
do
have
you
any
say?
questions,
This is the after,
give me the
this is the before.
Cool.
Do you guys see the
There's
difference?
something that annoys me right here, though. Can you mask out the... No, right here, there's blur.
Sure. You do that.
There. Okay, now it's fine. Go.
Good eye. Let's put some text.
Let's add text. So we'll go to the check mark. And then we'll go to text and type, if I'm correct.
Text. Type.
So we're answering Simon's question. So Simon, your question should be up there.
Do you see?
Yeah. Okay. So basically he's saying, okay, so let's say we're writing.
Hi, Simon.
Hi, Simon. Yeah. Cool. Hi, Simon. We are going to answer your question right now. So the way you see it here is all fine, but then when he goes to done, it comes out in one line.
One line.
Very annoying. So what you do, you long press, you go back, and then you just tap wherever you want to. You have to do the line breaks yourself. It doesn't do it automatically, at least not yet. So you'll just tap return. Then you'll go here, you'll tap return. You can go here, tap return, and now you have it say you want to align left. You can align it left, and now you have it. That's a terrible font to demonstrate this. Let's do it.
I like the cursive.
You like the cursive, but I feel like...
But it's nice.
Okay, so say we'll go here, we go here. So that is basically the answer to your question. You have to do the line breaks yourself just by pressing enter. And then you can go back, and if you know, say you want another one because this line is too long, if say you're a designer and you don't like when one line is longer than the other, all you do is you tap enter, and then you changed it. So that's the answer to your question, Simon. I hope we helped you. Let's see what else we have. Mark Snyder is back again. I remember you, Mark, from last time or from 2 times ago.
Hi,
Thank you for
Mark.
watching. What Juha Katila is saying, it annoys him a little bit because he feels lazy for not using big desktop apps for photo editing. Don't feel
like
lazy.
that.
This is
No,
2017.
this is the future, man.
You have to be using it. You know, everything has to be instant and now. And
well done. You can make crazy, amazing things within Light that you can do with other desktop software that takes so much time.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, Pamela wants us to add shadow or colored outline on the text. So this you can do because...
You can't do?
No, you can do.
You can do.
So I'm saying you do it.
I'll do it.
So
you wanted
you're
to
in
add
Tools
some
tab.
shadow?
You're in Tools tab already.
So I'll just tap the shadow button, and then I will choose like more pinkish shadow. So I can either make it
like super solid
and looks like a display font that I really like. And you can even play with the offset of the shadow. You can move it left or right by using the X slider, or you can make it high or low by
using
the Y.
Pierre Luigi is saying he can't find our YouTube channel. So Pierre Luigi, our YouTube channel, if you want to just type it in, it's youtube.com/InlightApp, one word. Or I'm sure if you searched, I hope if you search Inlight App YouTube that it comes up. But if it doesn't, you just go to youtube.com/InlightApp, and that's what it is.
You'll
so if you still don't find it, let us know. Write me a message, and then I can send you the link. So that's that. Sorry. Okay, so I think it looks good.
Yeah? Okay.
I think that's good. You guys have any more questions? Please don't forget to tell us what they are, because we don't know. We're not mind readers, and we want to answer all your questions. And if you have any ideas also for tutorials, or you see a really cool photo and you don't know how to make it in Light, you can post it and say, show me how to do this, and we'll show you how to do it live.
Yeah.
I think... What else do we
Anything
have? We
else?
have Lewis saying that he loves our app. Thank you, Lewis. It's hard to do 2 things at once.
Yeah, look at this message.
Yeah, hold on. What else do we have?
Questions.
Questions do we have?
We only get compliments. Oh my God.
Heck is asking, what's your name again? So, Heck, my name is Stav, S-T-A-V. And this is Tal,
My name is Tal.
T-A-L. So, you can also call me Steve, though. Sometimes people call me Steve. Corey Negrin is asking us if I wanted to create mixed media art and print it out on a 50 by 50 poster, what format do I need to use so I don't lose quality?
Wait, I want to
Basically about image quality.
So in Light, you can go to settings and set the saved photo you're about to create, and choose what kind of file you want to save it. So I just gonna tap the backstage button on the left top, and I'm gonna choose settings.
We call it the backstage button, but it's actually just the Inlight icon.
Yeah.
So, and then you can see here you have all these different settings. So you have expert quality, you have JPEG 75. 95 is the default. So when you download the app, that's what it's going to come with. Then you have PNG and you have TIFF.
So if you want to print a 50 by 70, that's
50 by 50.
50 by 50 poster, I would highly recommend you to save your file on a TIFF and increase the export size to max. But you have to note that you need to use a photo that is already high res. If you're going to use a small photo that is not high quality, there is no way you can
Even if you
export.
change it to TIFF, it's not going to matter. Like,
So
it's
you need
still
to
going to
get-
be low resolution.
Yeah, so you need to start working with a high res, a high quality photo if you want to print it. That's pretty much, I think. it's covered.
Heck is asking again. He's only tried Enlight on the iPhone 7 and the SE, and if this app is better on a MacBook. So it's not on a MacBook yet, so it's not better. And that's it. So.
Yeah.
Someone's asking about curve text. Pamela's asking. So basically, with the we can't show you now, but we have all different. Well, we can show you now. But we just can't change them. You can just change the fonts, but the fonts that we have, you can't make them italic if that's the question, right?
Yeah.
Like you can basically, there's a bunch of curved options. I think there's some if you scroll that way also. Go. Like that, yeah, here.
This
We
one.
got all these like curvy texts. But if you have another font that's not, like say this guy right here, you can't make it italic. So there you go. Or have a hello from Brazil. Also something you guys might not know about fonts that
Transform.
let's show you what else you can do with font that you might not know. Someone asked about that. Heck,
You want to write something?
Yeah, I'll write something.
Yeah.
You can read the comments in the meantime.
Okay, let me write.
Go for it. What should we write?
Yes, image quality.
So maybe
I love stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's exactly what I wanted to
That's
write.
right. I know. I read your mind. No.
Yeah, you're a mind reader. Another thing we want to show you about type is the transform. And what's great about transform is you can make it look as if it's a part of the picture. So let's say I want to make it look as it's really using the horizon line.
Right. It like matches up.
So I'm gonna make it look a little bit as it skews in the back. You see?
Yeah.
I'm gonna put it up in the sky.
And then let's do mask it for everybody
Yeah.
here. Yeah.
So let's mask the text. Looks like it's behind my back, behind my head.
So Hekek is asking if the app is best on mobile, not on computer. There is no app for the computer. So it's only on mobile right now, only
Yes.
on iOS, iPhone, iPad, Mac, no Enlight in the meantime. So that's the answer.
So you see, guys, how easily I just made the text look as if it's on the back of my head. With a little bit of skew, and there you go. I love stuff behind my back.
Yeah. Thanks. Okay, what else do we have? I think add a flip option to image. Well, you can. I'm not sure if you are asking. Hold on, let me light that so you guys can see it. Vladimir's asking to add a flip option to image. I'm not sure if you're asking about actually flipping. Like if you go to here, you'll go to canvas, you'll go to crop, and then here you have V flip and H flip, meaning like horizontally flip or vertically flip.
Yeah.
If that's the question, then we have it. If not, then I'm not sure what you mean. So maybe write to me some more details. Ernesto is asking for a selection tool, saying with the Apple Pen that would be great. That would be great. Definitely something we are,
Working on.
thinking about.
You guys should stay tuned. Like this year's.
Yeah,
gonna
we have
be
a lot of
blast.
really cool things coming up, and I think that's it. If you guys have any other questions, let us know right now. Otherwise, I think we're ready to wrap it up.
Yeah.
And even if you do still have questions, you can write them below, and I'll answer them tomorrow or maybe in a few
Today.
days.
Today after work.
Today
no?
after work. Okay, so I think that's it. Thank you guys for watching. We'll be back next week. We're here all the time. So that's it. Thank you.
And under heart.
Yeah. Bye. Love you
Bye,
so
guys.
much.
Thank you for coming.
Thanks for watching us.